Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are now tuned in to the Cool Energy Show. I am ShellBe Raw.
Jaye Hunnie in the building.
Yeah, Mistress Beats. What up, y'all?
Q Sports Guru.
Yeah, your Cool
Hey.
Energy crew. And today we are getting into health and fitness.
Yes.
All things health and fitness. We're going to talk about popular diets, talk about some DVDs and, programs that are out there. We're going to talk about, emotional eating, different triggers, specific exercise programs, get into a little bit of fun gym etiquette. So, you know how we do here at Cool Energy. We like to have fun, have a good time, but we also like to educate.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we would also like to take this time right now to introduce our guest, Jahli. You may know her as one half of Golden Seal. She's also proud mom of Young Sincere. And she is a proud yogi.
Oh, all right.
Yay.
Namaste. Honored to be here, y'all.
Good to have you, Jahli. Yay.
So, Jay, can you tell our cool heads, why is Jahli here today?
Well, she's going to educate us more about yoga and different forms of yoga, I guess. Well, different poses and things of that nature. I am a rookie yogi. I will put that out there. I have been practicing yoga for a few for a few months now, and I've actually got into it because I wanted to get more fit, but I also wanted to get myself more centered and more focused and more calm and get into meditating and things that how, flexibility and I am a plus size woman. So, I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of things that, that kind of made me say, I don't know if that's really for me because it does involve a lot of stretching and bending and contortionist movements that I thought I might not be able to do. But I really love yoga now. And I've, like I said, I'm a rookie to it. But I think it's something I would like to do long term. Like I said, also, I am a plus size woman, and there are some things that are a little bit more challenging to full figured bodies like myself. Like I say, lunges are very difficult for me. But this might be personal too. It might be some other big girls that like to do lunges. Lunges is really when you take your front leg, you put a leg in front of you, and you stretch your other leg all the way back to another country almost, and you get a good workout from that, and you also get more flexibility and things that come in time. You'll get better with it. And another position that I'm kind of struggling with is a one leg tree pose. It's kind of where you bend one leg kind of extended up to your other thigh and kind of rest that foot on the other leg, and you stretch.
A very popular pose.
Yeah.
That we see,
It is.
A lot. Yeah.
It's very popular.
Yeah, you're kind of like extending your arms. So sometimes they go to the side, your arms go to the side. Sometimes they go to the ceiling, and it really tests your balance.
Yes.
And that's where I have a real issue with, because I end up kind of stumbling, and my other leg has to come down to the floor sometimes.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
It's okay if you have to reset yourself.
Thank you. I was like, I feel better just hearing that, because I'm really a shaking tree.
Yeah.
When it comes to tree poses,
there are all types of trees in the grand scheme of the forest, and we all embrace each other and grow from the light. So
See?
I don't
And
mean to
that's what I
sound so esoteric, but no, honestly,
That's what I need.
even the best yogis who have been practicing for a while, they sometimes need to ground themselves and, just check in and recenter. And I think it's wonderful. I mean, I've been practicing for more than a year now, so I'm fairly new, and it has changed my life. And when I say, not just physically, but just spiritually and mentally, I feel, just a calm, a peace of mind, some of the same sentiments you were expressing. It grounds me, it centers me. You getting that. And I practice vinyasa. Vinyasa is a flow, they call it flow yoga. It's yoga that's kind of like exercise. So you're transitioning through these poses, you're holding them, and then you're you're quickly transitioning. So it's like a exercise class, you know.
Yeah.
And you're doing this in a room full of people, and I do hot vinyasa, so it's like 90 to 100 degrees.
Yes.
And you guys are all in there together, and it kicks my ass. It does.
That's a workout.
But at the end, you know, you guys sit and you go into a pose called Savasana, which is almost like it's called corpse pose.
Right.
It's like you're dead, but you know, for the rebirth. But anyway, after all of that and vigorous, you know, workout, you just kind of lay there and you meditate and you kind of gather yourself, you center yourself, and that for me has been so helpful in so many aspects of my life. But yeah, I love it.
Can I just say that looking at you, Jahli, you have a light. It's very serene and just calm. Like, I'm just like, oh, like in awe looking at her. So I can see it.
Y'all better not make me cry. Don't. I know you all personally, so it's touching.
Yes, it is
for you guys to pick up on that.
Right. It's a workout for your body and for your spirit, and so it gets you centered. I know we don't want to sound too flaky and off the you know, off the edge of the earth with all this stuff, but I mean, it really does help you get more centered, more focused, and more peaceful. And you know, this life that we live in right now is so hectic in many different ways, and it makes you, you know, even for that hour that you're in the class, you just kind of forget about all of that, and you just kind of focus on yourself. And also, you know, what I was saying about, you know, some of these poses are challenging for me. It also pushes you. You know, it's like a challenge to yourself. Like, you know what? I suck at this position right now. I'm stumbling all over the place. I'm falling. I can't stretch my arm and my leg back like everybody else in the class is. But it kind of pushes you and you get better.
That's right.
The next week you can do something that you couldn't do last week. You know, a couple weeks from now you're going to be bending and doing all kinds of pretzel moves, and you can't believe that you can do that now. So that's another thing that yoga does. It not only challenges you physically, it motivates you to do more and do better and get yourself together. So
absolutely.
Yes. So what else, you know, as far as your yoga classes, I know you said you did a vinyasa and hot vinyasa. What are some of the other forms of yoga that, you know, you've seen in class? And
they also, where I go to Charm City Yoga, just, you know, it's a local yoga practice that has locations all over the greater Baltimore area. But, you know, I've seen yoga companies, you know, all over. But some of the things that they offer, Hatha yoga, I think that's focused more on breathing. Ashtanga yoga, that's one of the classes that my yoga gym is kind of pushing right now. So yeah, I've seen and witnessed different forms of yoga, but I have to say vinyasa is just my favorite because I'm moving. I like to feel like I'm getting a workout.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. For I guess for the listeners that aren't really familiar with yoga, I mean, not to say I'm a guru on it, but vinyasa, like she was saying, is kind of, you start at one pose and then you transition into another pose, and then you go to another pose. It's like a flow of different poses, so you're not just sitting in one place stretching for the whole hour.
Right.
You're like, you're going and you're working different muscles and different joints and everything. It's just it's like a big flow. Like I know right now, as a beginner, like I'm doing like the sun salutations, and it has a like a kind of a clock rotation of different things that you do, and you start off at one place and then it transitions. You show the correct way to go from one pose to another pose.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, the flow of the yoga that we get in with vinyasa and everything. So that's what she's saying. For people that aren't familiar and, you know, might want to try that out.
And it and YouTube is helpful. I mean, because I know with the form of yoga we're talking about, vinyasa, you know, just to get familiar with some of the poses and just so you're not walking into class and feeling like you don't know anything, I just, you know, would type in vinyasa, that's VINYASA, to any YouTube, you know, search engine or just Google or whatever, and just kind of get a basis of some of the basic things. So
I was going to ask, where did you suggest that someone would start? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never done it. I meditate, know a little bit about yoga just from watching it, But where should I start? Like,
Yeah, I would say YouTube, and even if you have cable, some of your local internet and cable providers will have on demand. You know,
Yeah, if
just
you're
some
up at 5
some
a.m.
cable.
Oh, yeah.
It's 5 a.m. yoga.
And then also beginner classes. So wherever you may go, if you're considering taking yoga class, just start with a beginner's class because you'll find that the teachers are patient. They're teaching you how to pose. They're coming over. They're guiding you because alignment and things like that are very important. You don't want to hurt and strain your body parts that you're not familiar with using. So just taking a beginner class, you have instruction from someone, you know, who's accredited.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Right. As a beginner, it's definitely you should take a beginner's class because I tried initially, like you were saying, like the YouTube and, you know, the home videos and things of that nature. And it felt like I was doing it wrong.
Right.
Like it felt like I'm not doing this. Like I'm not feeling the way I'm supposed to be feeling. I don't think I'm holding this pose right. When you go to class, especially a beginner's class, the instructor will come over to you, usually will come over to you directly and say, okay, pull this up, or they'll kind of push you in the correct position so you're getting the most of your workout.
Yeah.
So that helps too. I mean, you know, the at-home videos are good, but it really helps to get your alignment and everything corrected in an actual class with the instructor. So that's another tip.
Jahli, have you experienced any other like health benefits from
Definitely.
yoga?
I have to say, by doing the hot vinyasa, I mean, the temperature is set in the room anywhere from 90 to 100 degrees. So it's an automatic detox. You're sweating. I mean, you're pouring. Sometimes I walk out of there and I feel the weight like lifting in because my clothes are soaking wet. And so if I do that a good 3 or 4 times a week, I know like I'm doing the right thing. I mean, because sometimes, I mean, I've been in the gym too, and you know, I'm not one of the best gym people because I know that I want to sweat and I know that I want to burn, but just the monotony of being on that Stairmaster or a treadmill. So with the yoga, it just, you know, it lets you burn and you're not even aware of it until you leave. You're just like, oh my God. So yeah, I mean, just the detoxing and being able to expel, you know, some of those things that you need to release. Yeah, and some weight loss for sure, toning, all of that.
All right. Now, another question. I got my brother Q, the sports guru. You know what I'm saying? Do you have do males do yoga? That's like, do they do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is a question. Like, it's not the Jahli. I'm asking.
I can tell you because, you know, I would think that, you know, I don't know personally too many men that are wanting to come to yoga class, but I can say that I have seen males in my yoga classes. I mean, they are definitely present and they are definitely showing up and reaping all the benefits and rewards. I mean, it's amazing. And I just look at them like, wow, I know so many people, especially in our culture, you know, there's a stigma, you know, yoga's for women. It's so girly.
Right.
It is.
But honestly, you'll see other cultures embracing it, and those guys are in there getting a workout, and they are strong, and they are not looking feminine. Their muscles are formed, and everything.
And I'm
else.
sure they gets all the women.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, flexible man. Yeah. I will say actually too. When I was taking a class, I've actually had a male yoga instructor, and I will say this. That was probably the not worst, but the hardest class that I ever went to because they have no mercy. If you are not hitting that pose and you're not holding that pose, they will get in your face like you at the gym, like it's a personal trainer or something.
Right.
And they take it very seriously. It's not just a bunch of stretching and girly stuff to them. So I will say that they are men that take yoga and they take it very seriously. I haven't seen many brothers, I will say that. Not many black men.
We need our brothers in
So
the
Get in the yoga, brothers.
Brothers, y'all know what Jahli looks like. Go down to Charm City Yoga.
There you go.
And see Jahli.
Oh no.
They want to see her posing, I guess.
Right.
So yeah, it's definitely something that men can get into, and take it just as seriously as women. And it is a workout just like any other workout that a man could do. So
I don't know. It's like secret deodorant or something. it just
but
ain't the
secret
real
works.
workout.
Secret deodorant works
You know
though.
how many men wear secret. it though.
Right.
We
Strong
don't know
enough
that.
for a man.
But pH balance for a woman.
You
I
guys
can't do it.
Yeah, this is
The yoga.
You guys are really cutting up on this, but we
Yoga,
are gonna go
yoga.
ahead and cut into some music real quick, and also we are gonna probably have some more input on yoga and fitness and health after this commercial break, this music break that we have.
Yeah.
All right, so stay
Let's
tuned
get it.
in to
Cool
Cool
Energy.
Energy.
Cool energy. Okay, welcome back from the music. You're listening to the Cool Energy Show. Today we are talking about fitness and health, and we have Jahli in the house
Jahli.
talking about yoga. We just had a good yoga segment, and we're going to wrap that up with some information from her.
Yeah, I just want to welcome anyone who is considering practicing, who's new to the practice, or just would like to re-engage in the practice. Just come on down. I personally go to Charm City Yoga. They have locations all over the Baltimore metropolitan area. I also have a link that I can email you if you're personally interested, where you can just try it out for $15 for 30 days. Just email me at j.heugan@gmail.com, and just let me know that you heard about the yoga segment, you heard about the offer, and you would like to get that promotion. So I really appreciate being here, guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
We
for
appreciate you having us.
Yes,
Awesome.
Very informative.
Shout out to all the cool heads, you know what I'm saying? We learned a little bit about yoga with Jahli, giving us all the scoop about the poses and where to get the mats and all that kind of
Right.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to Cool Energy Show. I'm Mistress Beats.
ShellBe Raw.
Jaye Hunnie.
Cute sports guru.
Yes, and now we're going to get into the gym. I mean, how can you have a health and fitness show without talking about the gym? So let's talk a little bit about kind of preparing. Now, for me, going to the gym is like an event. I mean, I go buy new sneakers. I get a
What?
cute outfit.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes, yes, I have even been known to wear my makeup. I have.
No.
Seriously.
You can't be the
No.
only one.
No, I'm definitely not. Like, the women in my gym, they be looking right. Seriously,
this,
like
glamour
they be
gym?
looking right.
Glamour gym.
What gym is this?
It's Planet Fitness, but
Planet Fitness, you know?
but seriously, I have noticed that when I actually put more effort into how I look when I go to the gym, I actually have a better workout. I don't know if it's because
Wow.
maybe I feel more comfortable and like more confident, but like when I go in there and I have like my old sweats on and a raggedy t-shirt,
Right,
I'm like
right.
hiding on the back treadmill. I'm like, kind of scooting to each thing and trying not to be noticed. When I have my whole outfit together and I'm feeling like, okay, I'm here to put in this work.
Right.
I'm extremely confident. I'm getting my cute run on the treadmill.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Well,
feel better, you do better. You know,
Right.
like
Well, when you say a better workout, do you mean that you work harder or you feel
Right.
like what do you mean by better workout?
I think
results.
I think both, Jay. I think I put a little bit more into it because I'm like, oh, I'm really here. Like, I'm into this. Like,
right,
I'm gonna get my workout. So I go a little bit harder.
right.
And I feel more confident. So I don't know.
So is it to like maybe impress? Maybe like if
Well-
you go to the club, you dress up to dance for people. You're not dressing up to stay in the corner.
Hello.
You dress up. Maybe it's to.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I'm not at an all-female gym, so
Right,
there are
right,
men
right,
there. They
right.
are looking.
right.
So, I mean, I want to give them
Maybe
something good to
look
look
at.
at and
Right,
be happy
okay.
about what
Makes
they're
sense.
seeing.
I can see them working out harder,
sense.
but you, it seems like if you got on your best clothes and your best outfit, your makeup, how do you plan on getting dirty and working out and working hard if you're going to be focused on looking nice?
I'm not wearing a business suit there.
Right,
It's
right,
just,
right.
like it's
Like
it's a matching
Chanel bag.
shirt
bag.
with the matching yoga pants with the
Right.
matching sneakers.
Right.
Like I'm still in gym attire.
Right.
It's not like I'm
Right.
in a cute outfit. No, but I mean, it's well put together. It's fitted.
Right.
It's appropriate for the occasion, but it looks nice
Right.
as well.
Right. I can see that too. Plus, she's a performer. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true. That's
I
true.
can see that a little bit because sometimes it depends. Like certain stores I won't run to without being dressed a certain way. So
Understandable.
I can understand
That's
how
a very good point.
you
Because
could
I'm-
want to look good at the gym.
Yeah, I'm always like, I don't know who is in here, who might want a picture, who might want to
In the
talk about
gym?
something.
Really?
Yes,
Hey.
everywhere. I don't even go to the corner store
Planet Fitness
without
like club.
fixing it up a little bit.
That is interesting.
I can understand that, being conscious of your appearance in case you run across somebody.
Right,
I can
right.
just, I don't see where as a guy, if you're going outside to cut grass and
Right.
shovel up snow, you put on your best outfit to do that, your best shoe. You want to put on your
Yeah. Your
mess up
lounge
stuff.
clothes.
right.
You know,
right.
I mean, I hate to
That
burst
one
your
pair of shorts
bubble,
with a hole in it.
Q, but there are definitely men that have my same attitude because I see
Wow.
them in there with their
Yeah.
new Jordans.
Yeah.
on.
Hey.
And I'm like, what are
Hey,
you doing
you know,
with
come
your
on.
new Jordans on in here?
Come on, they
I
got the
wear
little
Jordans, but
the Under Armour outfit,
The new ones
all
that you
matched up
stood in
with the
line
shoes.
for?
I've seen
Nah.
it. I have seen it. And
Right.
I don't work out all the time. I'm a home workout. Like I got the treadmill and stuff. You can see how much I use it. Actually, I'm a big woman, so you know what I'm saying, I don't use it often. I will after this segment. But I have seen, you know, I have my neighbors used to work out all the time, and I have seen them go and get gear for the gym. Males,
Yes.
all
Yes.
males. And they get the Under Armour, and they get the
Because you
matching
need- you
tennis
need-
shoes and everything.
Appropriate gear too. Like men, if you're lifting weights, you need to get them gloves to protect
right.
your hands.
True. Okay.
So if you're also trying to sweat, you want to get the Under Armour garments that are going to keep you insulated so you're not
Right.
dripping,
Right,
but
right.
you're able to get your sweat on in your workout.
Okay.
Same
True.
thing with
Okay.
if you're taking classes.
Okay.
There are certain sneakers that are aerobic, and then
Right.
there are running sneakers
Right.
or walking sneakers. You should get the appropriate things for
Right.
whatever you're doing.
Yeah, that's
So
gear
swag
though.
and
That's
sweat.
not.
Swag
I'm
and
looking
sweat.
cute.
For beauty or
Shit,
nothing.
You know, I mean, I understand you want to
it.
match and you
Right.
want to, you know, you don't want to come out looking like a clown and shit. But I don't know, getting dressed up for the gym to work out, girl. I don't know.
With makeup,
Now the makeup is a little extreme. I don't put it on to go
Right.
there, but there are times where
You've had it
I've
on.
had an appearance
Okay.
or I'm coming from somewhere that I don't have time to kind of de-ShellBe-fy myself
Right.
to go into the gym. So I might still have my makeup on or my hair will be still done up, but I'm in my gym
Oh, that's
stuff.
cool.
Right.
okay.
So-
All right, that's fair.
Like I said, swag and sweat. Let's
Hello,
just, you
swag
know,
and
we
sweat.
naming a new term,
That's what we
swag and
do.
sweat.
I'm sure there's other cool heads out there that are conscious of their looks when they go to the gym. So it can't be just you. So how does that affect your workout? I mean, because, you know, we are talking the actual workout and not
Yeah.
the fashion side of the gym.
Well,
the gym
Yes,
fashion.
the fitness part of it.
Well,
Yeah.
if anybody is familiar with Planet Fitness, you'll know that there is one side of the gym that is predominantly used by the men because it's like more of the bigger free weights and
Right.
the more like male dominated kind of like the benches and different things like that. And then
Yeah,
there's
most
another
gyms.
side where it's like the ellipticals and the machines that are more unisex you'll see the woman on.
Oh.
Now, if I'm in my nice get up, I might strut over to the male side.
Really?
Because I'm feeling like I look like I'm supposed to be there.
That is funny.
How much weights are you lifting?
Now,
Ooh.
you know, I can do a lot more with my legs.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of power in the thighs.
Okay.
So when I'm over there, I stick to the machines that I can look like I'm supposed to be there on.
Okay.
I don't be trying to struggle with 20 pounds on stuff.
So it's no slipping while you while you exercising.
So I mean,
You know-
from a woman that goes to the gym,
got the
I
game
don't
plan.
go to the gym. I don't go to the gym like that. I mean, obviously, if you look at me, you can tell I don't go to the gym.
Can y'all stop with that? All of the
So-
women on the Cool Energy crew are, you know, we're
Pleasantly
thick women.
Fit, pleasantly
Okay.
fit.
You know,
So do women go to machines and go to different equipment in the gym just because they'll look pleasing to a guy, or it's like the guys might check them out?
Wow,
I'm
good
wondering
question.
about
I
that.
you know, I
Good
personally
question.
don't do that. I'm joking and, you know, making lighthearted comments about the outfits and things like that, and I do mean it. But if I'm in the gym, I'm there to work.
Right.
So I'm definitely not going to a machine just to get somebody's attention. But I can't say that I see other women purposely do that, but I do see them take advantage of asking males for help.
Right.
You know,
Right.
asking, you know, how to adjust the seat on certain machines.
Right.
How to,
Okay.
because, you know, there's a couple of the machines that you can do varied moves.
Okay.
So, you know, they'll ask the guys, oh, am I doing it right? Or can you help me adjust the thing? I mean, I've done it a couple times myself.
Right. I'm pretty sure a lot of people connect in the gym. That's
But you know what? I
sounds
think
like.
the guys like it too, because if you just look at, you know, a general thought of men, they like to be needed.
Right.
So they're in the gym, they're working out,
Right.
they're building up their
Wanna feel
muscles.
strong.
They in there to look good too.
Wanna feel
so
strong.
a nice woman comes up to you and says, "Oh, can you help me? You know, with this machine?" Then you're the expert. I'm sure they like it too. You know?
Right. I
can
can agree.
Right.
I mean, I guess that can apply in a lot of places, but yeah, and I guess it applies in the gym as well.
Yeah. I would just say in general.
Fix
But
that seat.
you know, on a lighter note, I want to talk about like some gym etiquette though, because I definitely see a lot of things go on in the gym that I'm like, oh my god.
Wow.
So since you kind of talked about, you know, the male female like interactions, what do you guys think about trying to pick somebody up in the gym?
Well,
I wouldn't see a problem.
I
with
wouldn't
that.
either. I think, you know, you already know that you have something in common,
Yep.
which is health and fitness.
Yep.
That's one thing, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Other than like at the bar where you
Yep,
might get
true.
a drunk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not saying that people that go to the gym aren't drunks. That's
Right.
not what I'm saying. But I don't see anything wrong with meeting someone at the gym, working out, and getting to know each other through some health and fitness.
I think it's cool. Where I get a little shaky about it is how it happens.
Right.
I've definitely been approached at the gym. I've never approached anybody because I'm a little leery about it. Just because I'm in there to work.
Right.
You know, and I take it serious. And if I am in the gym, it's probably because I had to sacrifice some other things to shelve out some time to really do it.
Right.
So I'm focused on what I'm doing. I may, you know, pay attention to what's going on. I might see a nice looking gentleman and, all right, you know, give him a little head nod, but I'm still doing my work. Now, I've had a guy approach me while I was like in the middle of my sets. Like doing my reps.
Wrong time.
And he's talking to me, and it's so annoying because there's no like nice way, because you're focused on what you're doing. You don't want to be rude because somebody's approaching you, but then again, you're like, dude, don't you see me working? Like,
Right, that's right.
getting
So
this
is
work
that,
in.
is
wrong
that
timing.
against gym etiquette, period? Like, not even for somebody picking you up, just in general. Can you not talk to somebody? I mean, do you not talk to somebody when you're heavily into a workout? Like, if it's like general
What you think?
chit
Yeah,
chat.
you can't.
I would think you shouldn't.
Yeah.
If they're in the middle of working out, and it seems like everybody's at the gym, or most people at the gym, they're there to actually work. So it don't
For
seem like
purpose.
it'll be the best pickup spot, because you're not getting a woman. It don't seem like you'll come across a woman or a guy that's focused on trying to start a relationship. They're trying to start on actually building their self up.
Right.
So
right.
once they leave there, you know, then there's an opportunity there. But if you're at the gym and you're working out and you're working hard and you're focused on working out, it seems like you're more focused on yourself rather than someone
That's a
else
good point.
that's in the gym.
That's a good
I
point.
would say, like, if you are gonna do it, you know, wait for a person to be in between sets or something. Like, if you see somebody finishing up their workout and they're like stretching, or if they're at the water cooler,
right,
you know,
right.
or you know, you see them starting to get their stuff to leave.
Right.
Okay.
That to me is a little bit more appropriate, because like Trish said, okay, we got something in common. At least I know you care about your health.
Right.
You're trying to do something about it. This is one thing we can at least, you know, kind of meet in the middle on. But nah, I'm like offended when
Right.
one,
Right, you
because
working-
I think
working
I'm
hard.
looking all crazy. So I'm like, what are you looking at,
Right.
dude? Like, I'm sweating.
Right.
I'm, no. Like,
He like,
wait.
yeah, some people like that, yeah.
So gym etiquette is a time and a place when to pick up.
Yes.
Or it's just talk in general, I guess.
Right,
Just
right.
Not even talk in general. What about the equipment? Like, how is that? Or cleanliness? I don't know. Do people wipe off stuff? I don't know.
Oh,
Do they?
my goodness.
Are you
Supposed
supposed
to.
to?
You are supposed to.
Okay.
After every usage. And let me tell you, when I see someone get off of a machine and they don't wipe it down, ooh.
It look bad. It look
First
sweaty.
of all,
Watch
I
out.
embarrass them.
Wow.
Like, I
Ooh.
literally be like,
Hey.
You not gonna get that?
For people who don't see, ShellBe is pointing.
Like, yeah, handle
I'm
that.
pointing at the paper towels
Right.
and the alcohol bottle, like something serious. And if they don't wipe it down, I go to the machine and I make a big fuss about it. Like, oh
my
God,
goodness.
let me wipe this down.
Yeah, I have a thing with
Hey, that guy might
other
like
people
it.
sweat myself. Like, I would not be able to take it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it is what it is. You have,
Gym
you know what I'm saying?
etiquette
You
is a
have
trip.
people who are just not aware of things like that. Especially like you said, you're out there, you're working out, you want to get to the next machine because you see somebody leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody be courteous, wipe down the equipment.
Right. It
Especially
only
if you're trying
takes
to pick
like
up
10
someone.
seconds.
Yep.
Like, come on. Well, we having a little bit of fun with this gym
Yes.
etiquette. We're definitely
Yes.
going to come back.
We need more etiquette.
Say
Right.
a little
More
bit
etiquette
more.
talk.
More etiquette with the gym.
Say a little bit more about the gym etiquette, but for right now, we're going to get into some of our music from the DMV's finest. So
Yes.
stay
All
tuned
independent.
on Street Legal Radio.
Yeah, cool energy.
Cool.
And we're back. You're listening to the Cool Energy Show. Today's topic is health and fitness. Before we went to that music we just heard, we were discussing the gym and gym etiquette. So we're going to pick that back up.
What's up with the frown?
Ew.
I mean, anytime I hear gym, I naturally cringe.
Ew.
Like,
Yes.
not my thing.
Well,
of
my
course.
hope is throughout this show, we
Right.
will encourage other people to see the positives.
Yes.
of
Yes.
Yoga,
Yes.
going to the gym.
Go to the gym.
Being more fit.
Right.
I joke around a lot, but seriously,
Right.
I mean, I feel so accomplished after I finish a nice workout. I would encourage people to set goals, whether it's picking maybe a race to run, even if you're not a runner.
Right.
If you pick a race, a few months down the line, it'll give you something to work towards. You can go to the gym a couple times a week,
Yeah.
write down how far you ran or at what pace, and you'll be amazed at the improvement you make if you stick with it.
Right.
So that's my little piece. I do races.
Right.
Every year I do what's called the Diva Dash, and that's a 5K obstacle course.
Wow.
And it's only women. And the reason why I do it is because you're encouraged to wear cute outfits.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Here we go. We're back to the cute
Here we
outfit.
go. It's just like,
Okay, which takes us back to the gym etiquette, because ShellBe has this thing where she has to be fresh off the runway
swag
to get
and
on the
sweat.
treadmill.
Swag and
So-
sweat.
Swag and sweat.
Yes, all my cool heads, please tweet that.
Swag
and
Swag and
sweat.
sweat. That's what we will do.
So we'll-
keep it cool.
Let's just go ahead and wrap up the etiquette for the gym, because I know some people have some gripes that they have about going to the gym. I have different ones. What are some of the ones that you hate, Q? Things that you hate.
Let's see, with the gym etiquette, it'd be
Right.
someone, for one, coming in with like jeans and boots and sunglasses.
Wow.
You coming in like you,
Right.
just coming from the disco. I mean, you ain't got to be. I mean, well, not disco club, whatever. I don't know.
It's all, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Those.
So they don't look like they're there to work. They look like they just came off the street real quick and they just happened to walk by a gym and they didn't put
That's
real
like
thought
when I
into
see
it.
dudes in jeans.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
he's
like,
saying.
why are
That's what he's
jeans and
saying.
boots?
Why are you in
Jeans and
jeans
boots.
Right.
at the gym?
And sunglasses, yeah.
Right. That's what he said. That's
Maybe they
funny.
didn't do laundry that day. I don't know.
And then
That could be true.
suppose they're
That's true.
just coming home from work and it's their therapy. Like,
Yeah.
some
You're
people
right.
Get
take
some
the
steam
gym
off.
like they can't go without it. Some people are addicted
but if you're a gym
to
head,
working
you
out.
have a bag in your car.
That's
for
right.
a spare
Okay,
gym.
gotcha.
That's
No
true.
excuses.
I do.
No excuses.
I do
okay.
too.
You know,
All right,
thank
gym
you.
heads.
So see,
Gym
the two
heads.
people that do go to the gym
Right.
both said we got
Right.
a gym
Gym
bag
bag.
that
Okay.
has like
All right.
a pair of clothes in it.
And
No
some
matter
tennis.
what. Yeah.
All right, so like me, like I said, I'm at home, order little stuff from Amazon, work out at home, fitness and all that kind of stuff. So what do you suggest, Jim, as far as like when I start and go in? A lot of people are nervous
Yup.
to even step in and begin. It's
Correct.
intimidating.
I think you should do things that aren't intimidating. Do something that you can feel comfortable at.
Right.
The treadmill is always, an
Legendary.
easy thing
Oh, yeah.
to do because you can go at your own pace. You can walk. If that's not challenging enough, you can do it on an incline.
Okay.
If you're not ready to run yet, you can
Right.
still get a nice sweat. Or the stationary bike. That's good because it doesn't hurt your knees.
Yep.
But you're still active, but it's slow. Like it's getting you used to working out. Those are the two like kind of cardio things I would recommend.
Exactly.
And then for weights, I would say like don't go in there and pick up the dumbbells and stuff unless you're gonna talk to someone who's in there and knows about reps and how to actually do it appropriately. I would say stick with the machines that are the assisted weights.
Right.
Because you're less likely to hurt yourself or do it wrong. You can always look on the machine
Yep.
and it will give you an illustration of how to
body tone.
use it.
Right. Okay, and then also like when you walk in the gym, usually the first thing they do is try to offer you a personal trainer. So what do you think about that? Q.
I don't know. I mean, it's your choice. It all depends on like if you have event coming up, you might need a trainer to get you where you need to be, a little faster.
Right.
But for myself, I would think, going back to the first question, when you go to the gym, I think you shouldn't even focus on anything else there except yourself.
Right.
If you focus on yourself, sorry about that. When you focus on yourself, you ain't gonna be too much intimidated. You just worry about getting yourself together.
Right,
yeah.
And within a couple of months, like I remember Jaye Hunnie was saying about yoga, like I can't do certain things
Right.
when I first get there, but a couple of months down the line,
Yeah.
I can do
Loosen
certain
up.
things.
Exactly.
Right.
So if you focus on yourself, you can lift, even if you're lifting free weights or the
Right.
machine weights. You might can't lift what you hope you
Hope-
can
yeah,
lift
yeah,
and what you
yeah.
see other
You know.
people lifting, but
Yeah.
after a month or two,
150.
you will see how much your weights, how much it increases.
Right.
And you'll be able to do what other people do, and you can see other people coming in brand new,
Right.
and they starting out as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
But
Yeah, see,
I would
like
say
the more
don't
that
compete with the people that are
Please
there
don't.
that
See-
look like
Please don't.
they're really
Right.
into it. Don't let that get you in a place where you feel like you got to keep up with them.
Right.
Please
yeah.
don't.
Yeah, that's very
the
intimidating.
intimidation part was more like people don't know what to start on. Like you walk in and it's all this equipment and people working out. That's what I mean. Like the exercise bikes and stuff like that. Not more the people working out, but just how to begin. Like when
Yeah.
you walk in the door, like school. Like,
like-
first day of school. Where'd I go? Where's the lunchroom? Where like that.
kind of like how ShellBe said, I would say, do your cardio, do like the stationary bike.
Right. Okay.
All right. and do a little bit of light running and stuff like that.
Right.
You can also, like she said, read the machine. You can look on the
Yeah.
machine. They'll tell you
What muscle it works.
what muscle it works. So I would say do something like that.
All right.
And
So those
you
newbie
talked
cool
about
heads.
a personal trainer too. One of the things that personal trainers are good for is giving you different workouts and regimens.
Right.
Right,
So
true.
even if you don't want to hire a trainer to like be there every week or something, you can have like a consultation with one.
Oh, okay.
And they can help you. Like you
Right.
tell them your goals,
Yeah.
and they'll give you certain things to
All
do.
right.
Shout out to my boy to Robert McIntyre McConnell. He has his own gym down there off of Arundel Mills Boulevard.
Okay.
I want to say shout out to him, Peak Performance Fitness.
Okay. Peak Performance.
All right.
Okay, yeah. So we got a gym that is willing to help people out there that's in the local area for all local listeners. And also people that's intimidated by like gyms, like I am. That is some really good tips because I'm leery about going to the gym because I feel like I'm going to get there and there's all these muscle heads walking around and everybody's fit and toned. They're going to be looking at me and my muffin top coming in there and they're like, So it's good to have some input from somebody that's not familiar with going to the gym.
Right.
And, what equipment they should use and what to go to
One
first.
thing we didn't mention that I think is very important is having a support system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have specific friends that I go to the gym with. I go on my own too, but we push each other. Sometimes when I don't feel like it, I'll get a text message from one of them saying, hey, we going to the gym at 8. See you there. Like, they don't even ask. They're just like, see you there. And I'm like, man, once I agree to it, I can't back out of it because then I feel like I'm letting somebody else down too. So that's a way to help you stay motivated. Get with like-minded people that want to work on those same types of things, and you can push each other.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's it. So y'all heard it, cool heads. You know what I'm saying? It's spring now, so hey, you know it's not too late to get started. Yeah, you know summer, you know, on its way.
Before we transition to the next, topic, just for the fellas, just be mindful. Like when you working out, that there's more than just your waist up. Make sure you work on your legs too. You get a lot of power from your legs. You get a lot of guys walking around, they big up top. And in their legs, they don't have any strength in their legs.
And we don't like that.
Work on your legs too.
No, we don't like that. We don't like the chicken legs.
Fellas, Sex in the Single ShellBe tip. If you are trying to lift your woman up, you need to lift from the legs. So if your legs can't withstand it,
don't hurt that back. Get those legs going, guys. Don't hurt the back.
But, okay, so just moving right along, obviously we can't have a health and fitness show without talking about more of the health side and kind of diet and eating appropriately. When I say diet, I mean how you're eating, not how you're starving yourself. Let's be very clear about that.
Right.
So, let's just kind of go around the table maybe and talk about what we think are like our number one tips about eating healthy.
Well, I'll start off because I have no tips about being healthy. I am the last person that you want to ask for tips about being healthy and diet. One thing I will say, I'm not a big meat eater. I've never really been a big meat eater. I'm not really into red meat at all. I eat it, I will say that, but I'm not really into it. It's just not my thing. And it's really strange. Like when I go to doctor's appointments and things of that nature, like I don't have high blood pressure, I don't have diabetes and things of that nature.
But that's why you don't eat.
Yeah, because I don't eat a lot of red meat. I am guilty. I'm a big sweets person, but I don't, go overboard with it. But I love sweets, and so that's just one of my tips. Is just if you can alternate red meat with something else, or just not meat at all, then that's a tip. It's kept me healthy, and I haven't really put too much effort. Knock on wood. I'm in great shape, and physically in great shape, as far as numbers, I'm not in great shape as far as numbers, but I feel great. My doctor says I got a clean bill of health, says I need to take off a couple pounds here and there, but besides that, I'm pretty good. So,
well, even though Jaye says she has no tips, the fact that she doesn't eat a lot of red meat is actually a good tip.
Right.
That's actually something that I struggle with. Because I do love red meat.
Oh, okay.
If I could have a steak every day, I would have steak for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If I could.
All the fellas in the cool room is
they're going insane about the steak. So actually, Jaye, that's a really good tip.
Yeah.
Myself, I've done a lot of research. I mean, I've been dieting probably since I was 16 years old. So I know a lot about diets, food, metabolism, how to do it. My struggle has been staying consistent with what I know works. But I will share what I think to be the best way to eat right now, and that is paleo.
Okay, yeah.
Paleo is also known as like the caveman diet. It's basically if you can't catch it or grow it, you shouldn't eat it. It's eliminating processed foods. So what you're eating is, your vegetables,
bare bones,
lean meats. So that's your chicken, your fish, your different seafood, your turkey, ground beef as well.
Okay.
Nuts, olive oil. That's the basics of what you eat. And that's how I'm eating now. I've been eating paleo for about 2 weeks now, and I've already lost 8 pounds.
Wow. That is wonderful.
It comes off fast, but it definitely, you'll also notice different changes in your body as well.
Okay.
Like without eating a lot of sugar, first you go through withdrawal. You definitely have headaches the first
Right.
2 to 3 days. But after that, I sleep better. I have more energy. This is why I can go to the gym.
Right.
Because I actually have the energy and want to go now. Before I didn't. I was tired all the time.
Right.
You know, it's the bomb.
Wow.
Now,
I heard about the
It's very
paleo.
popular. Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
Native
It's popular.
Americans, like the Native Americans, that's
how they ate
here.
That was the natural way to eat. And that's the reason why I think it's so great, because what could be wrong with eating what you naturally grow? Like,
Right.
you're just basically getting rid of things that aren't food. They're not really food. They're processed made things. Now, again, I just started this, so I do 80-20.
Right.
Okay.
80% of the time I eat paleo.
Okay.
But 20% of the time I have my Smirnoff Ice.
Hello.
You know, I go out with Street Legal and we go to
Oh,
movies.
no.
Street
and,
Legal Radio
you
fan.
know, we do those types of things.
That's not paleo, right?
No, that ain't paleo at all. But that's my little healthy tip.
All right. For me, Q the Sports Guru. I don't do too much dieting. I always look at the.
Well, you can't with all Jay's cooking.
Sorry.
I don't do too much diet. I look at the first 3 letters, D-I-E, and I'm like, nah, that's not what I want to do. I just eat what I want. I just work harder at the gym. I can say, which is a benefit to me, is I don't really do sweets.
Oh.
I don't really eat.
No,
I don't really eat too many cakes or pies or cookies and ice cream. That's sweets ain't really my thing. I leave that to my wife. She enjoys the sweets, and I enjoy the red meat.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
All right, Mistress Beast got to bring it from the hip hop view. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
You know, we grew up in a culture of drinkers. A lot of people smoke. You know, indulge. They don't sleep right. We work all night.
That's
you know,
right.
and we're not hydrating ourselves enough. You know what I'm saying? Your body is mainly water. So, you know what I'm saying? Drink more water, eat more vegetables, you know, the meat thing, everything what they say. But water is so important to your body.
It is.
Yes.
Especially if you're
True.
drinking Henny and all that kind of stuff. Hanging in the club, not sleeping. Drink plenty water. So that's my input.
Right.
Yes, I would have to agree. Water is very important. It will also help you not eat as much.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to cut back and like do portion control, which I believe is also very important, drinking water will help you do that because it makes you full. It fills up your stomach, so not so much can fit in it either. It's a natural cleanser, detoxifier, has so many different benefits. So that's a great tip to kind of end this segment. We're definitely going to get into a little bit more music.
Definitely.
You're tuned into the Cool Energy Show on Street Legal Radio.
What's up, cool heads? Welcome back to the Cool Energy Show on Street Legal Radio. We're talking about health and fitness. Now, right before the music, we were talking about like people not drinking enough water. You know, we are out at the club, we party, you know, the next day, you don't drink water, you know. Water is important. So, you know, that leads me to the next thing. Like, you know, I try to diet. I have tried to diet. And then there are times when these triggers come. And then it gets me off my diet for like a day. And then it's like, you know, the next day, you know, as I usually binge after drinking. You know, those munchies
That's a
come
trigger.
like little gremlins the next day, you know what I'm saying? And I want like a Chinese food, pizza, burger, fry, milkshake, soda.
Yes.
The next day, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like, and once I get that Chinese food, pizza, burger, milkshake, soda, it's on. It's on
It
for
is
like
on.
a couple of days, and the diet is just like bye-bye.
Well,
Just
that's
like-
why you shouldn't diet.
Okay.
You should make lifestyle changes.
Okay.
And the reason why this is so important is because when you're dieting and you have a moment where like you have something that you're trying not to, you start to beat yourself up. You think you failed. You think, what's the point? I should go have my pizza, milkshake, soda. Because now you know that you've gone off track.
Right.
But if you have in your mind, like, no, I'm making a lifestyle change. I now want to focus on drinking more water.
Right.
Eating, natural foods and refraining from having so much alcohol and indulging in certain things. But if it happens, I'm not going to beat myself up and I'm not going to continue.
Right.
So, if you have a drink and you go out, okay, have a good time. I say dance a little harder. Get a little bit more cardio in to offset it.
Yep.
And don't go overboard with the munchies. Have a little bit. But that's it. Don't go crazy and have everything. Just have a little bit of something and then get right back on it the next day.
Right. So you're saying it's more like a nutrient thing then. I guess like the alcohol robs you of your nutrients and that's why you want the Chinese food.
That's why you want to want to
okay.
fill it with crap again because now you've put crap into your body.
Right.
When you start eating more healthy, and you start eating vegetables and fresh organic meat and things like that, your body starts to crave that.
Right.
And it starts to reject and not like the crap because it's not used to it anymore. Like, I haven't had bread in like 3 weeks. And I had a half a sandwich today, and it definitely felt different while I was eating it.
Right.
And I mean, I have flatbread. It's not even a big bread. It was still like a small, healthy piece of it, and I still felt full.
Right.
I felt a little weighed down.
Right.
So that's not something I'll have every day.
Okay. Yeah, I did. I noticed it is a craze right now with the green drinks. They work. I can't say that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not big on diets. I'm not too big on exercise. I will get in the weed, and all that. But I noticed that when I have those kale drinks, you mix kale, beets, some juice. You can't even taste the kale. Maybe a little wheatgrass. Drink that in the morning, and it sustains me.
So do you make them yourself?
Fresh, yes. NutriBullet.
Perfect.
$99 NutriBullet. You throw it in. You rinse it out. It's very simple. It's easy. Kale is a superfood. You put your wheatgrass in it. And if you're trying to lose weight, it really is a great way to have breakfast. You don't have to worry about any carbs. You're getting your vegetables, you're getting your juice, you're getting, some vitamins and everything to get you going. And you really don't even get hungry. If you're getting up like 8 o'clock and you have your drink, you don't get hungry until lunchtime. You might want a piece of fruit or something like that. But the green drinks is just not, the infomercials on TV. It really works if you work it.
I'm an avid fan of that as well. For all our cool heads out there that maybe don't have enough money to buy the NutriBullet, you can, however, either go to Walmart or Target, and they have personal size blenders. I have one by Hidden Beach. I believe I paid $19 for it.
Wow.
And it's a single serving blender that you can put your ingredients in, and you can take the blender with you on the go.
Yeah,
so I've done it for breakfast. I completely agree with Tris. Spinach and kale are like my go-to. I always put that in there. That's the green. I know this is gonna sound gross, but I read it somewhere and it works. I actually put egg whites in mine. It's extra protein. You can't taste it, but it fills you up even more. And I just, switch out my fruits. So I'll do frozen strawberries, mangoes, blueberries are very good. All of the berries, raspberries, blackberries, those are all very good. And you just do it to taste. You find different types of mixtures that you like. Carrots are really good to put in there.
Seeds. I throw flax seeds
Flaxseed.
for your fiber and everything. And it's like, people think kale in a drink. Once you put the fruit,
you can't even taste it.
Takes over you can't even taste the kale at all, and it's really good for you. Really
and it's filling. Like, you can use it as a meal replacement. I have it for breakfast sometimes, or after the gym when I'm trying to refuel, I might have a shake that I made on my own.
And that's something else I wanted to jump in. When y'all said something about the spinach.
Yeah.
When you ordering subs from like Subway, you don't have to always get lettuce. You can get spinach instead.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a
it
good
takes the
tip.
place.
See,
of
that's a
lettuce.
little cheat code.
Yeah,
There you go.
that-
It is, you know what I'm saying? I tried it, they got, I
Tastes
tell
the
them,
same.
you go in Subway, to ask them throw a couple of cucumbers and spinach.
Right,
You got like a
right.
salad, so, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, who really
throw it
wants
on
the
there.
taste of lettuce? Nobody's going to miss the lettuce. So,
Yeah.
yeah, just go ahead and get the spinach.
Yeah,
and
because
something.
iceberg lettuce has absolutely no nutritional value.
At all.
Let me tell you that.
It's like
You
water.
need green leafy vegetables. So that's either the spinach or like the romaine lettuce. You want it, the greener, the better.
Good tips, y'all.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the iceberg lettuce has nothing. That's
Something else too that burns fat, that you can probably try as well is grapefruit juice.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, citrus in general. Yes, burns fat.
Yes,
yeah.
man, go ahead.
That's
That
a
is
good
perfect.
one.
That is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because I was going to mention that they've done studies, and it said that people who eat like a half a grapefruit with each meal lost an average of 3.6 pounds in 3 months. That's eating
Wow.
just a half a grapefruit with each meal. How easy is that? That's
Right.
like,
I drink it during lunch every day.
that's
really?
great. That's
what's
great.
up.
That's
I
great. I'm
haven't
gonna do it.
incorporated that, so that might be something I have to add into mine.
And it's going to taste kind of nasty
Yeah.
for the first two to 3 days, but after that, you would like it, and the other juices would taste real sweet.
Right.
It's the other
Oh,
juices would
that's
be too
good.
sweet,
Too
and
sweet.
you would like the grapefruit juice.
Oh, that's good. All right. So let's try to incorporate some grapefruit or grapefruit juice in there to help you like burn things off
Burn that
extra.
fat off.
So, we were talking about triggers, and, one thing that we definitely can't leave out is emotional eating. Whether it's out of boredom, whether you're going through a breakup, you have a death in the family, or, just looking at yourself and maybe gaining a couple of
Right.
pounds. That might make you a little emotional and unstable. But you have to learn, the difference between when you're really hungry or when you're bored or when it's emotional.
Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of that. I'll say this. I'll want to celebrate with a good big meal all the time. Like if it's a good event,
Right.
if it's a birthday, if something good happened just because it's Friday and I got paid or
Right,
whatever,
right.
I want to go out to eat. And then on the flip side, if I'm feeling like crap, something went wrong, I'm just having a depressed time, I'll still want to go out and get that big meal to eat. So I'm definitely on the emotional eating level, and I think a lot of people do it probably in our society too,
Yeah.
because when you look at big events, you look at holidays and everything,
Yeah.
it's always celebrated by food, eating a lot of food, a lot of the wrong food. I mean, let it, if it's a holiday, if it's Christmas, if it's Thanksgiving, if it's a cookout, if it's a family reunion, if it's a funeral.
Yeah,
it's
there's always food involved. It's part of
All
our
the
culture.
time.
Tastes good.
Right. So
Right.
you're
But
saying
you know
that
what? We need to change that.
Right.
Yeah.
For my birthday last year, I wanted to have a party because when I turned 30, I was not in the country, so I didn't get to celebrate turning 30 with my friends. So
Right.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a party, but this time, most of my friends were either like in the gym, a few of them had just had babies, so they were really like trying to get fit too.
Right.
So instead of, having the usual party where, we had liquor and had a bunch of things, I had a healthy party at a laser tag place.
Oh,
So
okay.
a bunch of us got
Nice.
together.
I'm gonna admit, when I heard healthy
Nice.
party, I was like, "Oh, how
So
fun was
nice.
that?" But
We
laser
did
tag,
laser
yeah,
tag.
that's
So
hot.
imagine a bunch of adults. It was like maybe, I would say 12 of us. We went, we played laser tag, and afterwards we had healthy snacks.
Okay.
So we
Nice.
had the veggies, the fresh fruit. We did want to have a cake, so instead we had angel food cake and we had Cool Whip with strawberries instead of having the frosting and all of that extra stuff. But it was like a way to kind of change things up so you can still celebrate, you can still have a good time, but maybe add some exercise into it. If you and your girlfriends want to hang out, maybe y'all go roller skating.
That's
Try
wonderful.
activities
Right.
that are gonna allow you to still have fun with each other, but like incorporate something more healthy.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I guess you're saying that sometimes the food is kind of like a nostalgic type of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my grandmother used to always watch TV and have a basket of snacks. You know,
Yep.
food and I have a special relationship all from my
Yeah.
great grandmother,
Yeah.
R.I.P. mom's sister. But you know, so I guess to replace that, like scandal night. You know,
Right.
food is involved. You know what I'm saying? Movie night, Netflix, movie night, food is
Right.
involved.
Right.
So I guess what you're saying is making a lifestyle. It's what I have when I'm snacking. Now I can still have my moment,
Yep.
and we can still be emotionally, you know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
happens.
buddy.
It happens associated with food, but we have to change what we're eating
Change what
when
you're
we
eating.
have those moments. So
Change
scandal
your
night.
thoughts about it too.
Yeah, instead of ordering the pizza or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You had some fruit and some veggies and some veggie chips instead. How about that?
Or you know what? Something that I do is when I watch TV, I exercise on the commercial breaks.
Oh.
So I won't do nothing too crazy. Like, you know, if you're lounging around in the house, you're probably just in some comfortable clothes or something
Right,
like
true.
that. So I'll get up and maybe I'll do some sit-ups. I'll do some quick jumping jacks or some mountain climbers. I'll plank for a minute and I'll do that in between the commercials. So it's like, it's not huge, but it's like every little bit adds up.
Right.
And the more
That's
you
true.
start to do things like that, the more, whenever you have free time, you'll want to do more things like that. You'll say, oh, it's nice out. Me and the kids are going to go for a walk. We going to walk to the
Right,
store.
right.
Yeah.
Instead of getting in the car. You know, like, it's little, that's why I say it's really a lifestyle change.
You make a lot of sense. You know, as a producer, I do a lot of sitting all
Right.
day, making music all day. You know what I'm saying? So that makes a lot of sense for me to do in between beats,
Yeah.
taking an ear break. So producers, let's not all get, you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
overweight. So listen, take a break. Do
Yeah.
some, you know, do some sit-ups, do some push-ups.
Yeah.
Let's
In
get up out those
between,
producers'
yes.
chair and get healthy, cool heads. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to take it back a little bit, but you brought up something about the commercial breaks. I know as far as the gym, and I said bring it back. I know when I'm on a treadmill, if I'm watching a basketball game, I would walk during the game, and when they go to commercial breaks, that's when I sprint.
Oh.
And then when the
that's
game come
good
back on,
too.
I start walking again.
Wow,
Okay.
we got some good. Hey, we got
Good
some good
little
tips for
tips
the health.
there.
You know, health and fitness. I'm amped. I'm ready to get in the gym.
Yeah, me too, girl. Not really.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
It becomes addictive too, you know, as far as the gym. So,
I hear that.
Really?
No, you know, share it, man.
So,
share it.
I mean, we discussed a lot in this hour. I mean, we talked about, you know, etiquette. We talked about yoga. We had Jahli here to kind of talk about that with us. We talked about emotional eating. So I think we're just going to kind of wrap it up a little bit and go around and tell you like what our takeaways are, what we want you to leave the show with, because there was so much information.
Yes.
Jay, why don't you take it?
Well, I did learn a lot of good tips. I am inspired to do some more working out. I'm definitely going to stick with my yoga routine. And I might try to hit the gym a little bit with some of y'all tips. I don't know. I'm not going to be a gym rat, but I might give it a shot. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take all the advice and at least do what I can do at home, especially getting up out of that producer's chair, like every hour or so, and you know, doing something. You know, just pull out the little stuff. I mean, get one of those bands and just do a little something. You know,
Yeah.
get active.
Yeah.
if somebody's fortunate enough to have a gym somewhere near their job, it's something they could do during their lunch break. You can head up to the gym. You can work hard for about a half hour, and then get right. Walk over to the gym, change and everything. Work out for a half hour, change back, and then come back to work. Instead of just sitting there eating a bunch of junk food, you're actually doing something for your body during your lunch break.
Good point.
That's a good tip. For me, I want all the cool heads out there to really grasp that it should be a lifestyle change. Fad diets will get you quick results, but they will not last.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, you gain back the weight and you gain even more. And then it sets you back even further. So start small. If you don't drink a lot of water now, make a goal to drink more water. Then once you've gotten that, make a goal to, lessen your portions. Then once you've done that, try to incorporate better foods and make better choices.
Right.
Then incorporate the working out. It's a process and it should be a lifestyle. So don't try to do everything all at once. I think you'll be more successful that way. I'm speaking from experience. I've dieted all my life, and now I've come to the conclusion that it's really about a lifestyle. So
That's
it's
right.
small
That's right.
changes. It's, you know, getting with my cool energy crew and talking about how we can be more healthy. And sharing different ideas and tips. So, you know, get with your friends, talk about healthy things, have, you know, activities, go play laser tag. You know what I mean? It's fun. You can make fitness fun. It doesn't have to be strenuous and something that you don't want to do. Make it something that you enjoy.
All right.
So, you know, thank you for tuning in to Cool Energy. We definitely want to shout out the other shows. So make sure you tune in on Tuesday for Tuesday Night Live with Devin. You know, all the cool heads, make sure you give him hell for talking about my lips.
Oh, no.
On Thursday, you can check out my work husband, Stan Stunner, on The Underground with LT from 5 to 8. And then, you know, Sunday we are jam-packed. We have the Cool Energy show from 5 to 7.
Right.
And then, you know, we have the You Heard 'Em show following directly after us from 7 to 9 with Eric Dawson and Consuela. Shout out to y'all.
Keep it locked.
So keep it locked to Street Legal Radio, and we'll talk to y'all next week.
Cool energy.
Peace.
Cool Energy.